Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to What He Said with Kevin Walker. Of course, yes, you guessed it. I am Kevin Walker. You see, I'm by myself, but that's cool because I can handle it by myself. And this is What He Said with Kevin Walker. Welcome to the show. Welcome in to our blast of rejoicing and mental relaxation and adult conversation on the night. I got several topics that we are going to discuss this evening, like who's supposed to pay? When we talk about dating, who's supposed to pay on a date? Because some people's theory is whoever invites the other party on the date is supposed to pay. And like honestly, for me, I have a problem with the theory of who's supposed to pay on a date. What do you mean who's supposed to pay on a date? So we'll talk about that. Who's supposed to pay on a date? Um, we'll also talk man to man, father to son. So as a dad, what would be the strong advice you would give your son if you had to just sit down right now and talk to your son about life? What's up, T?
What's up? What's up, y'all?
Then we'll also talk about choosing a 7 over a 10 or a 2 over a 5. What comes into play? And why do men make those decisions? Sometimes women say men date down. I don't think that's dating down. I'll tell you what I think it is. Um, and why do we, and I'm saying we, including myself, why do we place so much financial value on dating in our relationships? So let's go back to the top because that's truly where I want to start. So T, I'm gonna pose this question to you.
All right.
Who's supposed to pay on a date? Just in general, who's supposed to pay?
Well, this we're gonna have to go back because you know the
Hey,
tone.
speak up a little bit. Last week you was a little low when I went back on the deal.
Hold up, I got a new phone today, so got that
Uh-oh.
14 Pro Max. Yes, sir.
Everybody ain't rich like that.
Yeah, okay. Um, it goes back. You got to go back to hell. I can't even give you a year, but it was before the 50s. Um, 40s, 30s. Um, well, black men wore suits everywhere. Women dressed
True.
up everywhere. Um, so it just, women were much, much, much more demanding of a man back then than it is now, believe it or not. Because men had to straight up straight up respect the lady. Period. Open the doors. If it's a puddle, take your take your coat off and lay it over the puddle so the lady can step. So it stems from all of that. The grandmamas and the great grandmamas, they instilled that in the mamas, and the mamas have tried to instill that in their children. But the problem is they put a little twist with it. You know, you want a man, you need to get a man to do this. But the thing about it is, the number one, the men are different than they were when grandmama or great grandmama came up. So now, women are liberated. So because you're liberated, you want to do the job I do, you want to have the same pay that I have. So me, I'm my mom always told me, son, don't start nothing you can't finish. So that's why every now and then I open the door for somebody and let them know, hey, this ain't no regular thing. Because if it's pouring down rain and we need to get to the car, I'm going on my side, you going on your side. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But it's just stemmed from time, man. And it's been instilled in women that the man is supposed to do this and the man is supposed to do this. Well, there's a new breed of man and there should be a new breed of woman that should share the load. I mean, you have old school cats that's gonna make sure the mortgage is paid, gonna make sure the house notes is done. Where the back in the gap, the woman didn't have to work. You know what I'm saying? That's the old school. Now, shit, that's a requirement. You know what I'm saying? Because 2 checks better than 1.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I agree.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I just think the whole notion of a man supposed to pay, I think all that's bullshit. Now, I'll tell you why I think it's bullshit is because of what you just spoke on. Back in the day, also, yeah, the expectations of a man were totally different. But I also think women, without saying, had a place and knew they had a place and stayed in that place.
Right.
Nowadays, if you want to sit at the table with me and wear the pants with me, I think you should also pay with me.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
here's the other issue that I had on some bullshit from a totally different bullshit perspective. So, for example, Felicia just said the person who does the inviting. I disagree with that. So if we go on several dates, if I'm taking you on 4, 5, 6 dates as a female, I just personally believe at some point you should say, "Hey, babe, I got it," or let me say no. Let me
Right.
turn you down. But at least show me that you are willing to pull your weight as well. Don't just let me always come out of pocket just because you know I got it.
No, but hold on. That ain't why it's done like that, bro. It's not done like that because you have it. See, it's a whole nother misconception that we ain't touched on this same subject. And that misconception is and I'm not speaking of all women. Okay, so yeah, don't y'all get uptight. I'm not speaking of all women. But a lot of women feel like this dude trying to fuck me. So if he take me out to eat a couple of times and buy me this here, I'm gonna go ahead and give him some. And that's the misconception in their mind. But men don't think like that. I don't think like that for the simple fact that shit, I feel like your shit ain't no more important than mine. I'm giving you a part of me just like you giving me a part of you. So at the same time, that's what we should be even at. But a lot of women have it in their mind, well, shit, I know what he wants, so I'm gonna make him pay for it. Straight up.
So Felicia said she was referring to the first date that she think a man should pay on. Felicia, I'll tell you this. I was dating a young lady for about 2 years. And the first date we ever went on, she took me on the date and she paid. To me, you know what that showed me? That she interested like a motherfucker.
Yep.
I'll give you another example. The woman I was married to the entire time, mostly that we dated, man, everything we did, everywhere we went, she'd be quick to pull out her card or pull out some cash and want to pay for it or pay for it before they even brought the ticket back to the table. By the time they bring the ticket, it's the receipt because she'd already snuck and paid. And all I'm saying is what that did for me is made me be like, oh, okay. So she really feeling the brother. If you want that man, the same way when you courting a woman, when you trying to get next to a woman, the exact same way, exact same rules apply, exact same rules. You got to show that man that you got some interest. It don't
But
make you feel good, T, when you come home and T got your bath water in because she know you had a long, hard, strenuous day. It don't make you feel good instead of saying, baby, make my plate. That she got, baby, your plate in the microwave. I already made it. Or she just bring your plate and set it on the tray. Sometimes I think a woman has to cater to her man the same way she wants to be catered to. And women have lost that. Women have lost that. They totally lost that shit, bro. I just believe it.
yeah. I mean, it's man, I'm trying not to piss nobody off today, man. Cause
I'm just saying.
I mean, a lot of women, to me, you know, something as simple as you done spent you at wherever you at, State 48 Grand, wherever you at, you done spent $300 on you and her. A simple gesture to me is, I got the tip. I'm cool with that. You done showed some interest. At least you say, okay, I'm finna get a tip. The tip should be $20. You know what I'm saying? And then if you get a tip, you leave $5 on the table. I'm gonna take the $5 and leave it 20, or leave whatever the just do, because that's how it should be. If a woman is really paying attention to her man, she don't have to ask him nothing. She know what he wants. She know what he likes. She know what he dislikes. I always tell me, I say, hey, I'm finna go to the store. What you want? I don't say nothing, and she'll come back with whatever I like because she know what I like. That's her job.
Yeah, yeah.
Her job.
Let me tell you what's funny. So I was having a conversation, I think like Monday or Tuesday, earlier this week, probably Monday. I think it was Monday. It could have even been, no, it was Monday. So me and Andrea was talking, and Andrea was like, we got to talking relationships and this, that, and the other, and she was like, Kevin, look, if a woman won't pay for you, then I would agree that you need to stop paying for her, because as a woman, if I'm really feeling the man, if I really want to get at a man the same way he really trying to get at me, I'm not going to require that man to take me on no date to spend $100, $150 because I don't know where my interest is going. I'm not going to even require him to spend 80. I'm going to request, hey, let's go to, what did she say? What's the coffee place? Starbucks. She said, hey, let's go to Starbucks and have a coffee and sit and talk. So to me, that made all the sense in the world. And I only bring this up because I was asked by a young lady, hey, so you're not interested in my friend? You're not gonna take my friend on a date? And I was like, I'm not paying for another date for your goddamn friend ever. Because I feel like if a woman is interested in you, she'll show you. One way or the other, T, her ass gonna show you. Either she gonna show you that she is interested, or she gonna show you that she not. My point was this. When me, Terry, and Ted go out and have drinks, hey, Terry pay for a round, I pay for a round, Ted pay for a round. We split that shit up because we just friends. So, hey, if we just friends, you know what I'm saying? If we just friends, shit, you pick up this goddamn tab this time. Yeah. That's how I look at it. What's up, Greg Burton? So, so that's how I look at who's supposed to pay. I don't believe in the if she invite me out, then she gotta pay, or if I invite her out, then I should pay. I don't believe that, because she may just want to be in my company, or I just may want to be in her company, and it's not even about really going nowhere to spend no kind of money. So
she agreed.
I just say, if you feeling somebody, look, don't waste my time. Me personally is what I'm saying. Don't waste my time. I know, I'm not gonna waste nobody's time. If I'm not interested, I'm gonna let you know I'm not interested. That's me. That's for me. It's crazy, like over 50, bruh, even being out here, dating, even being on the dating scene at 50-some years old, because you got some 50-year-old women, these motherfuckers can say what they want. You got some 50-year-old women that play more games at 50 than they did in their fucking 20s.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. And it's a lot of women has never evolved. It's just like men. A lot of men has never evolved. I've always been on top of my game. And this is a funny story. Me and my partner was at a spot one night, and a chick waitress came over. She said, "Hey, a lady over there want to buy you a drink." She said, "What you drinking?" And at that time, I was drinking Martell. I told her, I said, "Bring me a bottle of Martell and 2 glasses." And she looked at me. I said, "That's what I'm drinking." So she went back and told the chick, say he want a bottle of Martell. The chick bought the Martell, sent it to the table. I poured my partner a drink, poured me a drink, and I held my glass up to say thank you. Never went talk to her. So she came to me. She said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Well." She said, "You like to drink?" I love it. This is what I drank. She says, "You mind if I sit?" She sit. We chopped it up, and she was cool. But she wasn't my flavor. And we talked. I wasn't rude. I just let her know, it was a great gesture, but you just not my flavor. She said, "Okay, enjoy your wine, enjoy your drink," and left. In the history of niggerdom today, that ain't gonna never happen. Because as soon as you send, he say he want a bottle. Oh Lord, no, I don't want to talk to him no more. Don't even send them no water over there, cause it don't fit that Jack in the Box criteria. You know what I'm saying? When you have a Jack in the Box criteria, but you trying to get at a Big Mac, that's something different. You know, and that's
yeah.
man. I can spot them a mile away. When they walk in a spot, guess what they leading with? They leading with their coochie. That's how they walking in there with their coochie eye. No, I don't need to. Yeah, I'm gonna stop because that's gonna feed into the next topic we got. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone.
So why do so many relationships, so many men, so many women place financial value on a situation? So why do women want to know, even when you just, hey, how you doing? Y'all get to chopping up at the table. I just met you. She just met. Why do so many women say, so what you do for a living? Where you?
Same. Let me tell you, kid. Same thing I told you before. They've been groomed. It's one of two things. They've been groomed, or they've been having a sorry ass nigga. So somebody pulled their coattail and woke them up to say, hold up. Now, don't get it twisted. I used to ask the same question. Hey, how you doing? Where you work? And I'm asking the question simply because I don't want you fucking with me about my money. You know what I'm saying? If you got a good job, you ain't gonna fuck with me about my money. We cool. Hey, that's why everything that's on the bus stop I pass by, whether you got a car or not. If you got a car, you should have a loaner or something. If it's in the shop.
Yeah.
But I think out the box, because if I think light years down the road, she fine. But if I pick her up, shit, now I gotta drop off, pick her from work. I gotta take her to the laundromat and shit. You know, I'm seeing all that. She can stay fine. I'm gone. I don't have time for that. But
yeah, so they commenting on this one.
Oh, I know.
So Nina said, because I don't want you wasting my damn time. Felicia said, no, Kev, that goes both ways. These brothers out here are asking as well. Tayun said, good evening. Nicole said, hell, I don't give a damn where they work because I probably make more money than they do. Then Greg said, usually the ones that think they all that, and you found out she works at Norman's domestic counter. Yeah.
What's that pay?
So here's the thing for me on a woman asking where I work. And what I found, women who out here hunting and looking for a certain thing, bruh, they know the value of the corporation. So when I tell a woman, if I say to a woman, I've had this happen, I work for AT&T. Oh, really? You're a technician? I was like, yeah, I'm a fiber optic tech. Yeah. She was like, oh, you make that AT&T money. You make that good 40 plus an hour. I'm like, bitch, who you work for?
But hold on. But even if it wasn't that, the next question is, can I get some cable?
No, So yeah. Let's go. We're gonna skip over all that. Let's go to the one everybody wants us to talk about. Why do men choose a 7 over a supposed 10 or take a 2 over a supposed 5? I'm saying supposed because these are all fictitious numbers when you say a woman is a 10. Now, we know what we mean. Hey, because I say if a woman is a 10, and I can't say I do know 1 10. I can't say, like, I know a chick that's a true 10.
Me too. I do too.
I know one that's a true 10.
Yeah.
But let's be real. There are a lot of things that go into being a 10, ladies. A lot of things that go into being a 10. And we'll talk about that next week. Because I'm going to get Greg Burton ass on here too. And we're going to talk about, him and Terry going to talk about what goes into being a 10.
I don't know. See,
I'm going to let you talk about this tonight. Why would a man take a 7 over a 10 or a 2 over a 5? You give your perspective, then I'll give mine.
Well, I ain't never been the guy that went hunting for a 10, because what a lot of guys don't know is what you see. You might see a 10. You might see a 10 until she start talking and you realize she a 2. You might see a 10 until she take her clothes off and it becomes a 14. I've never been the one that went hunting for a 10, because I was the cat. Shit, give me 2 5s. You know what I'm saying? I take 2 5s. You know what I'm saying? Let anybody else. Cause see,
how about taking 5 twos?
Yeah, I do that. Cause every 10, you gotta understand, if you're a 10, everybody wants you. Every man wants you. I don't care where you go, what you doing. And let me tell you something. A lot of 10s end up dying alone, because they are the most pickiest motherfuckers in the world. They think that God put them on earth because they know they're a 10. They think God put them on earth for them, for men. And those are the ones that always fall by the wayside, because ain't nobody checking for all that bullshit. And it's a lot of bullshit that comes with 10s, all of that. So yeah, I take a 7 or 5 or 6.
But let's talk about this. So when we speak of a woman being a 10, ladies, and I'm not setting no kind of standard for nobody. I'm saying we know that's real conversation that people have. Oh, they're 10. I mean, that's real conversation people have, and we don't think nobody's trying to belittle anybody else. We just say, hey, everybody judges based on what they like. So what I like, because first off, if you're not chocolate in my world, you don't qualify for a 10. But that's me.
Sure don't, because
that's me. So everybody's standard about what a 10 is different. And everybody's standard, because you might, okay, you know what? I'll start you at a 10. But then the minute you drop that first cuss word, to me, you already at an 8. Because if that's your mode of communication, you went from a 10 to an 8 in one conversation. See, I love a woman who I can make love to with her intellect versus my intellect that's going to challenge me to be even more intellectual. See, that's the type of stimulation for me that really get a brother turned on. So if you can stimulate me, now you can go from a 10 to an 8 down to a 7. So just that quick, you can drop 3 notches. If you can't do the mental stimulation, you can drop down 3 notches already, on top of you using language where you can show me that you can't communicate. That's just me. That's just me. So now,
but you know, and I'm gonna show you how we've grown as men. So we've replaced the word 10, 5. We've replaced them numbers. Now when you see it, it's damn. That's when you see it. Damn. That's what everybody said. Damn. So, but the problem with that is when you hear, and I ain't waking you ladies up, but you should be already woke. When you hear damn, you should know that that's simply about your ass. It's simply about your ass, because if you ain't dragging that wagon, you're not gonna hear those words. You're not gonna hear damn. You're gonna hear, oh, she cute.
Yeah, she got a pretty face.
Yeah, she pretty. But damn has replaced 10, the number. It has replaced that.
And look, ladies, let me say this. I'll just be totally honest. I've got cousins who like fat girls. So being fat don't eliminate you from being a 10 in somebody's world. It just don't make you a 10 in my world. And it don't make you a 10 in my world because I don't like fat women, because I'm fat. I don't want my big ass rubbing on your big ass, and all we doing is about to set the bed on fire because you got 2 fat asses rubbing on each other. That creates a fire when you're in the forest. I learned that as a little kid. If you rub too much heat together too long, that shit gonna start a fire. So for me personally, I'm just not a big girl kind of dude. So on top of not being dark skinned, on top of cussing too much, Kim Sanders,
I'm dead. I'm
on
dead.
top of on
Wasn't
top
me,
of
sister.
not inspiring me intellectually, then let's be real. At the end of the day, you can drop down probably to about a 5. Because the only thing we got left to rate you on there is your sex. That's the only thing that can get you some numbers back up.
Please don't call no more names, brother. Please.
Man,
I'm drop.
I call
I'm,
names, man.
I'm just saying.
I call names when they cuss too much.
Yeah, well, I mean, I ain't say you did nothing wrong. I'm just saying don't call no
Yeah,
more.
I mean,
No, no.
hey, you can't. Nobody can accuse me of being a backstabber.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
that is what it is. So I think, but seriously, on the whole, why do men choose how they choose? I think the biggest issue for any man choosing what he chooses, man, there has to be a physical connection on top of a minimal heart murmur. A woman has to move your heart. A woman has to move your heart in order to inspire you to dive in deep.
But that's grown men. Now you got to remember, there's a lot of carnal-minded individuals out there that are our age still thinking what they did. You know, that still will get a rise out of a big button and smile. They still out there. They ain't going nowhere. Um, real men is gonna do exactly what you talking about. If a woman on some bullshit, a real man gonna back up. He not gonna tolerate the shit. He gonna keep it pushing. Just like a woman. If a nigga on some bullshit, a woman gonna keep it pushing. But you can, as grown people, not men and women, as grown people, if you've ever been through something, you can spot that shit. It's
Yeah,
not hard to spot. You
yeah.
know, because every man and every woman that had a bad experience with a woman or a man, you should have taken something from that experience. So the next time you see that shit, you supposed to turn and run like a motherfucker because you done been through it before. You know what it is.
So Tyon says it's totally based on an individual's personal preference. I agree. Y'all quit cheerleading for Kim. Quit urging on Felicia. Nicole Rogers says, "Well, Terry, he not lying. Love you, Kim. That's the pot calling the kettle black."
Yes, sir.
So look, Greg Burton said 10 is good for turn on, and oh shit, I gotta have that. Gotta have that. Gotta be turned on. And he said a 7 is somebody that I can connect with, and yeah. So let's move on to my next one before we hit our last one, the man to man.
Kim, I ain't done nothing.
So T, let me ask you this. So every Sunday, guys, every Sunday somewhere we do a football Sunday. We get together at somebody's house. We have a good time. We play cards. We play dominoes. We talk shit. So the shit talking got out of hand last week. I ain't gonna call no names because you don't want me to call
Yeah,
names.
don't drop no
Yeah, I ain't
name.
gonna drop no names. I ain't gonna drop no names. I'm gonna just say the shit talking got out of hand, and it wasn't the fellas. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna clear our names. It wasn't none of the fellas. I said I'm not gonna call no names, Kim. So here's my thing. So the shit talking got out of hand, but what it brought into mind for the show is if you got a beef with a friend, if me and you got a beef, Terry, if me and you got a beef, do you harness that beef inside of you and let it fester? Or do you pull me to the side as a man and be like, man, say, bro, I got a problem, man. I'm feeling fucked up about something and I want to talk to you. How do you handle that beef without wanting to feel like you stepping on my toes about coming at me with it?
Well, grown men, you gotta always say you gotta put the grown in front of men. Grown men is not gonna let that shit linger. Um, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. This weekend I went to a spot, home at a birthday party. cats in there I've been knowing from back in the Gap. So me and this particular cat, we be at each other on the rag and blast. We just having fun. It's been out of fun. Well, we doing that. We having fun, and all of a sudden, the dude catch attitude.
Catch attitude with you?
Yeah, with me. But this dude know who I am and how I am. So he said something, turn around and grab this woman and hit the door. So when he said it, I was like, man, you serious? And he was already on his way out the door. Because when he registered, he already knew what it was. So everybody been calling me that know me and him go back. Man, you need to talk. No, I don't. And I'm not. For the simple fact that window closed when he turned around and walked off. If I done something out of line as a man, you supposed to, hey T, let me make it. You don't want that, or whatever the case is. That's what grown men do.
Yeah.
But when you walk away from me, you keep walking. Well, ain't nothing for us to talk about. Grown women, y'all a different breed of people. Y'all understanding is a little worse than me when it comes to trying to understand some things. Y'all won't try and talk because it's gonna be a lot of he say, she say, and then KK in the background with the bullshit, and then Keisha over here with the bullshit, egging all the shit on, and everybody got their phones out, and now y'all looking stupid down a motherfucker because all y'all had to do was have a conversation.
Yeah, see, I look at the situation, man, exactly like that. If it's an issue, man, call me or pull me to the side when we together. Because look, over the years, the one thing, like, man, I've developed too much love and respect with people and for people to tarnish relationships that it took you 20, 30, 40 years to build. I told somebody the other day, so somebody was like, oh, Elisa, your best friend? I was like, Elisa not my best friend. I say, I ain't being rude or mean, but Elisa not my best friend. I say, Elisa not my best friend because I've never had with Terry or said in all the years we've been friends, we ain't never had mortal combat with our tongue with each other back and forth. And for me, I just don't even know how to go back and forth to that level with a woman. So I just choose to push away when the situation get like that. I ain't mad at her about nothing, but I don't want to go back and forth with a female ever, period. No, somebody I dating or somebody I'm not dating, I don't want to do that. That's not the kind of conversations I personally want to have. So just like the other day when the situation started, when we were at the house, I appreciate the darker skinned individual taking the high road in the matter and not letting it get out of hand. Because I think if she would have gotten up or said 3 or 4 more words in the subject matter, then it would have been some fisticuffs. Outside, maybe not in the house, but it would have been some fisticuffs. I think what we should do going forward is have some boxing gloves there, 2 sets of boxing gloves. And if a motherfucker get out of line, y'all got to go in the backyard and get that shit together.
Yeah.
That way you can't grab no hair, you can't do none of that. You got to put them boxing gloves on and go and scrap it out. But I'm glad they didn't the other day because that would have been ugly, and that ain't really why we get together. We get together because we love being together and we enjoy having fun together. And
had me raising my goddamn voice.
Yeah, and that one motherfucker not invited back no way. So, it is what it is. But I just think as grown ass people, if you got a problem with somebody, if you really got a problem with somebody as men, and I've tried to get this point across to my kids in Little League because I'm coaching kids out of Kings Row and Scott Plaza, and all they see all day, every day is motherfuckers fighting and violence, and that's in their circle. Coming out the VA as little kids,
that's the norm.
I had a kid tell me, "No, coach, if we get mad at each other, we just fight about it." My mama told us, "No."
Yeah.
Ladies, let me tell y'all ladies this, and I know most of y'all are very intellectual women, make a bunch of money, got good jobs, and own this podcast. But look, to your young male boy, to your young male boy. Teach your young male boy to settle a dispute like he's sitting in a boardroom through conversation. See, the mouthpiece is a dangerous motherfucker if you got it the right way. For a woman or to another man. If you got a cold mouthpiece, then man, you're gonna be okay in life, period. Don't teach your dude to put his dukes up and fight it out, because at the end of the day, people ain't fighting no more. What you going to teach your baby is how to be murdered in these streets.
Yeah.
Ain't no tough guys walking these streets because now everybody got a pistol. If you knock me out on Monday, I'm gonna kill you on Tuesday. That's the mindset.
Yep.
So now I know people that's got into a fight over the weekend at a club or in a parking lot. 6 months later, man, where your baby at? Oh man, he down in the country. Because daddy and mama done had to relocate him to keep him alive.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, walk away from that shit.
Yeah.
Walk away from that shit. The live soldier gets to tell the story that a dead man never will. Hey man, that don't make you a tough guy because you punch somebody in the face. Because ain't nobody gonna punch you back. They gonna pull a pistol and kapow your ass.
Yep.
So look, teach your baby now how to be the bigger man. Nah, I'm good, bro. You win. Shit, you got it. That ain't for me. A nigga can think what he want.
And ladies, I'm gonna say this, ladies. If you catch your man cheating and you don't know the girl, do not go after the girl.
Hold on.
Cause
Where this come from?
it's just, hey, I'm sick because I'm sick of seeing this shit all the time. Every
Where
time a
this
woman
come
catch
from?
her man cheating, she want to run and beat the girl up. First of all, if you don't know that girl personally, that's one of your ex-homegirls or whatever, don't fuck with that girl because you don't know what the nigga done told her.
True.
So leave that fucking girl. All y'all want to beat the girl up. The girl ain't done shit. She don't know the nigga got another woman. She think he's a nice guy. Shit. And she get caught up in the middle of some shit, and now you want to fight the girl. Whoop that nigga ass. Oh, go get your shit and leave the nigga alone. That's what you do. I get tired of seeing that shit all the time. The girl want to fight the other girl, and the girl don't know the nigga he married or got a wife or a woman or nothing. You niggas stop that shit. God damn it.
Well, you pull that one out your ass, bro. That's some
Yeah, I
shit.
did.
That's some shit been sitting on top of your heart. You been wanting to say that, huh?
No, everywhere I look, I'm seeing that dumb shit, man. I'm sick of dumb shit, man. God damn.
Hey, bro, I feel you. So look, let's touch on our last topic of the night, because I think this is the one that's going to be most pivotal to the show tonight. Something that I think everybody can use. Everybody, can offer their views on, and we can talk about it. Our last topic is entitled "Man to Man," and what "Man to Man" is going to be Terry talking to his son as a 20-something, giving him some worldly life advice about how to move forward on this earth from a young man to a middle-aged brother and to make it to an old man. So I'm going to let Terry start. I'm going to let Terry talk to his son and give the advice to all of y'all that he would give to his son. Let me read Greg and Laura's comments real quick. Trishana said, most of the time these women don't know that that dude is married. Yolanda Faye said, right. Laura said, your back not hurting no more.
Back up, Lord. Back up. Back
Greg
up.
said, women are a pain in the ass. I say it every week.
Yep.
Kim laughing at Lori. Greg Burton, but you can't do without them. Oh, Felicia said, yeah, we're a pain in the ass, but you can't do without us.
Yeah.
All right, Terry, father to son, brother. Talk to Trey, man. Give Trey some advice.
So first of all, if you have a son in his 20s, by the time you have a conversation with him, he should already know every goddamn thing it is. I've been talking to my son ever since he was able to understand what I'm telling him. everybody know me, know I don't cut corners. I'm gonna give it to you 100, and I give it to him 100. I give it to him like the streets would give it to him, and for that reason, he's not a street cat. He's not a street kid because I've given him all the tools that he needs to survive. And when I see him trying to put his little shit with it, if it ain't right, then I'm gonna go back to him. No, sir, that's not how we do that. You have to realize you're a parent and you never stop parenting. Never. You're gonna parent the rest of your life. I don't give a shit if you 7 and your kid 50. You still parenting. Does not you never stop parenting. And if you stop parenting, there's something wrong with you. If you have a child in your house and you let your child do what the fuck he want to do, writing on the walls and crawling on the ceilings, and when you in the stove, the motherfucker running around playing in clothes and opening up shit, stealing shit, you failed as a parent. You fucking failed as a parent. And there's nothing you can tell me. I don't want to hear that shit about, oh, I'm a single parent and what the fuck. That's no excuse. I'm sick of hearing that bullshit. I'm a single parent. I got a boy. Beat his goddamn ass. I got my motherfucking ass whooped. I think I turned out all fucking right. But the excuse is right there, man. Every time I hear I'm a single parent, what the fuck does that mean? You knew there was a nothing ass nigga when you got pregnant. Nigga had some good dick. Okay. But you can't use that. It's a bunch of single women and single men parents on this call right now that don't need a nigga or a chick for shit. Handling their business with their kid. Because that's what a parent does. And if you're not parenting, you done failed as a fucking parent. I'm gonna tell you, you done failed as a fucking parent. Be mad. Can't be mad at me. Be mad at your goddamn self. You should have been teaching your kid sitting down at the table with that motherfucker when you was going to motherfucking Carol's and shit. When he got homework to do, and then he got to hit you with it Sunday night. Mom, I got this homework. You still hung over from last night. Because you on some bullshit. But parenting never stops. I get behind my son 100% on anything he want to do. I'm going to hold him accountable for every fucking thing he do. And it's straight tough love with me. You know, I've always that's how you got to give it to him. Give you an example, I'm going to get off of this. He had bought a car one time. I had bought him his first car. He had bought it. He had traded in and got another car. This used car came with one key. I told him, son, go get you another key mate. All right, Pop. Month later, I'm on my way to Lake Charles. He called. Hey, I lost my key. Guess what I said? Call your insurance company. Hung the phone up. And went on out of town. You're going to learn today. And that's the problem with the world today. I don't care what nobody say, man. These cats running around here is not getting the proper parenting that they need at home, man. If nobody ever said nothing, it starts from within. It starts from home.
Yeah, I would totally agree. The thing that I've always tried to be with my son more than anything else is honest, first and foremost. I've tried to be honest with little Kevin from the perspective of his athletics. I've tried to be honest with my son as far as just being a man and dealing with women. The one thing I never wanted was my high school son, who was a high school football star, good in track. I never wanted my son to be sexually active in high school with a woman like I was, because sex confuses and clouds the mind. Mm-hmm. You got 30s and 40s committing suicide and killing people behind sex acts, and sex with girls and what have you. But I never wanted my son having sex. I never promoted it. I never promoted multiple girlfriends. I never promoted nothing like that. And because I never promoted it, I feel like right now where my son is in life, at 22 years old, he's married to his high school sweetheart, and I applaud my baby for that. I'm happy that my baby did that. Yes, I call him my baby at 22. Yes, I still kiss my son when I see him because there's a bond and a love that as a parent, like T just spoke of, you can't never break. I've been kissing him since he came out the womb. Shit, I was
Out the
kissing the
womb?
womb he came out of.
Out the womb?
Yeah, I was kissing
Damn
the
it.
womb before he came out of it.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll go for that. Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Um, so that's the biggest thing, man, that I've promoted with my son more than anything else. Is having character as well.
Let me circle back because I missed some. I forgot a little something. If you your child's friend, you failed as a parent. You a parent. That ain't your fucking friend. That ain't your friend. You a parent. That's your child. That's your son or your daughter. Or whatever they identify as now, goddamn it. That ain't your friend. That's the problem. Shit, I know somebody go to the club with their daughter. What? Where they do that at? That ain't your fucking friend. That's your child. That's the child that's the problem. They're not your friend. You're not their friend. That's your child. That's your son or daughter. No more, no less. Your friends is your homegirls you call. My son know I have fun, but that nigga know I don't play. He know I'm not gonna play. I'll crack a joke here and there with him as far as he go. That ain't my friend. It's my son.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. And that, to me, that's where I was going. That's where the word character comes in.
Yeah.
Because the one thing I remember is that when my son went into the military, went into the Air Force, we were talking about commitment to excellence and how to be great and how to present yourself as a man and how to be accountable for your actions. And we were discussing those things even as a father, as a daddy, son, you got to do this. You got to make sure this happens. You got to make sure that happens. That's not your wife's responsibility. You made the decision to get married. Daddy didn't make that decision for you. So even when my son would call me with questions about life, the one thing I would tell little Kevin is, look, you got to live that life, son. You've made some great decisions as a husband and as a father so far. All I'm saying is what's ever inspiring you, keep moving in that direction because you ain't did nothing wrong yet. So keep moving and keep listening and keep hanging in the circles inside that Air Force that you hanging in. And he said, Daddy, you know where I get that from? I was like, where you get it from, son? And I didn't know what he was going to say. He was like, I had a great role model to show me this. I was like, wow, really? He was like, yeah, Daddy, you gave me the blueprint. I'm just doing what I saw you do. Exactly. I saw you loving all these other kids in the community and in the neighborhood, and you never stopped loving me. Everywhere you went, I went. So it made me feel good for my son to say the example that I set for him or before him, he was eating off of the correct plate. Right. He wasn't taking nothing I was doing for others in a negative light. And then he called me last week and said, Daddy, guess what I'm doing? I'm like, what you doing, son? I'm coaching Little League now up here in the air while I'm in the Air Force. I said, are you fucked up? I said, remember I told you about the good decisions? I said, man, fuck them people and their kids. He's like, no, Daddy, don't say that. But he's gonna have fun with it, man, because he's a real lighthearted kid who, excuse me, who loves people, and that's just who little Kevin is. He don't say a lot, but trust me, he hears everything. Yeah. And you know, I wouldn't have my son around people that wasn't positive people that couldn't pour positive influence into him. And all I'm saying to all you ladies with sons, Nicole Rogers, you got a hell of a son over there at Lamar playing football, man. Stay in his corner, but stay on his ass. Stay in his corner, but stay on his ass. All y'all with boys, man, stay in their corner, but stay on their ass. You can't turn your black male loose in this society. Daddies, say, man, stay present. Daddies, stay present. Daddies, stay present. Man, so many of these freaking kids are turning to games because they don't feel love. Mm-hmm. Mama can only love them so much. As daddies, I would see different, man, when it come from us. Our shit different when it comes. Let me tell you, and I'm gonna give it back to you, T. So early in my coaching career, real early, man, I'm talking about maybe year number 2. We had a kid who had all the potential in the world. We went through about 4 games. He had a lot of touches. He had no touchdowns. He was playing real lethargic and lazy as hell. One Saturday, he show up in the first half of the game. He got 5 touchdowns. I'm like, what the hell going on? So I go to Lil Will's mom after the game and be like, man, what's going on with Lil Will today? She was like, oh, his daddy came to the game. That's his daddy down there on the end. He's showing out for his daddy. Fellas, trust me. Trust me. Ladies, take this video, show it to your son's daddy. Daddy, y'all matter, bro. I promise you matter. Your presence matter. So last week I was at a Landon game, and Kim can tell you, Landon was way on the other end, and I would yell something out. He put his thumb up like, I got you, daddy. He can hear my voice over everybody else at that game. Man, you matter. Your presence matter. All I want my baby to do is know that I'm there. Hey, daddy here. Daddy here. My son game was way in the fucking Cleveland, Texas. Kim will tell you I burnt 59 up trying to go watch my baby, trying to go make sure my baby know, hey, your daddy came way out here to support you, son. Because no matter how much money it takes, no matter how much time it takes, no matter how much energy it takes, no matter how much effort it takes, being a fucking parent matters. Being available matters. That's the difference between Sterling and Katie is support. Let's be real. It's support. Sterling got better athletes than Katie. I promise they do. But they don't have the same support. The only way you become a better athlete is that you have a support. Your weight room facilities get up to par. They can't get like Katie because nobody is supporting over there. Parents, you gotta support.
So y'all, he's absolutely right. But I'm gonna take y'all a step further. Support comes in all shape, form, and sizes. Kevin's speaking. He's speaking of sports. He's speaking of the athletic world. But you have to support everyday life. You would be surprised just telling your kid, man, I love you. Which a lot of us don't, man.
Yeah.
Let's be real. You know, especially if your kid don't stay with you. The kid didn't get grown. My son don't stay here. But I tell him randomly, hey man, you know, I love you, man. You know, or if I see something, my son has so much fucking pride. My son has so much pride to where I've extended him, man, whatever you need, you know, holler at me. You know, if you really get behind something, holler at me. We're not gonna let it get behind. You know what I'm saying? He will not fucking come to me. He'll sneak and call his mama, and she'll come to me and say, hey man, that boy, this is what he needs. Okay, I'm gonna fix it so I can get it to him. So what I do is I put him to work, and I pay him exactly what he needs. He don't know I know he needed it. So support comes in all shapes, forms, and fashions, man. Yeah. Just tell your kids you love them, man. That may go so far. You don't even understand, man.
Yeah. Hey, and since we're on the subject of support, let's talk about supporting one another. So on October 14th is Ross Shaw Sterling Senior High School's homecoming. That's homecoming weekend. That's the homecoming game that Friday. October 14th is the homecoming game that Friday. After the game festivities will be at Vibe Lounge. That's Nina's place. AJ, as she calls herself, it's gonna be at her place. Nina's address is 12805 12805 Cullen, Cullen. Come by, come out, have a good time. We all grown, so it ain't gonna be nothing going on but having fun and laughing and talking shit. about what class would have whooped what class on the basketball court, or what class had the better athletes on the football field. That's Friday night. Come show some love, man. Come show some love to Vibe Lounge and Nina Jackson. That's her, Nina Jackson Perkins. Let me put that Perkins on there as well. Y'all come by and show some love Friday night after the game. Go to the game, support the kids on the field. Come by Vibe. Vibe is 12805 Cullen. 12805 Cullen. Come by Vibe. Then on Sunday, as we always do about this time, Law Park. Law Park on Sundays, man. Come out to Law Park. You know, they have food. It be free food. They have food trucks. Like, we have a good time, man. We just old school people that love each other, want to see each other, want to talk crap to each other. And, hey, come out and be a part. Hey, everybody else, let me say this. Let me say this here. Everybody be talking shit about Yates and Worthing and Madison. And I'm not saying Sterling talk shit about them, but they talk shit about how great they homecoming festivities are and how Yates support Yates and Wheatley support Wheatley. And I don't give a fuck. Fuck Yates. Nigga, I went to Sterling. I'm Sterling Blue. I'm Sterling True. I don't really feel like fuck Yates because I had some kids who went to Yates to play Little League for me, and I love them. So I don't just want to like say fuck Yates and fuck Madison. So I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. But no, man, y'all come out and support. Come to Vibe Lounge Friday night. Nino, y'all doing something that Saturday night as well? I know Sunday's gonna be in the park. I know Sunday the class of '87, my class, is gonna be back at Vibe too. Let me say that. Yeah, come back and fuck with us on Saturday night. Come Friday night, come Saturday night, and then come to Law Park on Sunday. Let me say that again. Come Friday night after the game, come Saturday, and then Law Park Sunday. Law Park Sunday, Vibe Lounge Friday and Saturday. Yeah, class of '87 on Saturday. Y'all come out and drink with us, eat with us. I don't think nobody should be charging nothing. We all grown. Shit. Let's pitch in and make things happen. See, let's go. Here go how I feel. And I'm gonna let Terry announce whatever he need to announce if he got something to put out there for y'all. But here go how I feel. And I'm just being real with y'all. I feel like we should support Nina to the point with Vibe Lounge of not even needing to go to a job 9 to 5 every day. And that's how I feel about it. And she don't even charge admission. But we should hit her place so hard just to sit around and talk crap and have a good time and laugh with each other. And there's no cover.
And it's a nice spot. The spot is nice.
Because it's not a club, it's a lounge. You say, well, nice. It's not a club. It's a lounge. Come sit down and have some fun. Come sit down and have some conversation. Like, let's, come on, let's support her.
I'm going to be a waiter that night.
That put something back in the neighborhood for us. Man, let's support it. What you say, T?
I'm going to be a waiter that night. I need to make some tips and shit. Yeah.
So that's all I got tonight, man. It's 9:15. We've been on for a while. We got our 58 minutes in. I hope y'all took from this to go support your goddamn kids. Take them bonnets off.
Please.
Take them goddamn bonnets off your head. Take them bonnets off your head and show up at the school in some real clothes and not pajamas.
No house shoes.
No house shoes. Yeah, but come on now, y'all. Y'all killing me.
That's why the goddamn property value be dropping, because you motherfuckers be having the bonnets on and house shoes and shit outside.
That is why the property value drops for real. Hey, look, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for chilling. Thank y'all for watching what he said. Most of all, thank y'all for supporting what he said with Kevin Walker. I appreciate the love. I appreciate y'all doing this with us for months now. It's been over a year that I've been doing this show once a week. Last week's show, including with what we do on YouTube and other platforms that we stream to, we easily last week alone did over 2,000 views, man. And it's constantly blowing up. I think we got over like 8 just from Facebook alone. In that 1 week, over 800 views. and including YouTube and the other platforms. I think as of early this morning, we was a touch under 2,000, like 1979 or something like that. But no, thank y'all for y'all support. Hey, look, let's come together. Let's have fun in October. October 14th, Sterling homecoming at Boynett Stadium. After that, we're going to come right back on Cullen. And Saturday night, we'll be back at Cullen again at Vibe Lounge. Sunday, we'll be at the park. We'll be at Law Park on Sunday. Man, if anybody else got anything y'all would like to let people know, invite people to, shoot it in my inbox. Hey, man, I'm all about love. I don't have no hate for nobody. I don't have no hate for nobody. Hey, Donna Williams, how you doing?
Say, look here, y'all. I'm not gonna allow Kevin to continue to lie to y'all about what we gonna do when we gonna do it for the appreciation. Cause see, it's gonna be winter shouting. It's gonna be December. And he's still gonna be talking that shit. So I'm gonna handle it, y'all. I'm gonna handle it.
Well, can we do it on a Saturday night?
Oh, most definitely. No, it's gonna be a Saturday going into the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been What He Said with Kevin Walker. From my man Terry O'Neill. We love y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
At all.